Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, my name is Sasha, and for today's video we're going to be trying on some of the Oden'S new collection, the Solmåne 2 collection. So I only picked up some stuff. So I picked up the palette, 2 of the blushers, and 2 of the highlighters, and 4 of the gel pencil liners. So yeah, so I think I've had this maybe for about close to 2 weeks, and you know, it's time, guys, to play around with these products. So for fun, I'm going to be doing 2 looks, one on each eye, because I really want to test out the colors. Now, so this is a palette right here. It's sold out, but they're going to bring it back. I'm not sure when, but I think pretty soon. But this palette, it's such a beautiful color story. It's like a rainbow color. It's so vivid, very colorful. So I'll show you guys some swatches, but from what I've seen already, the swatches are great, very pigmented, and looks like it's great formula too. So this is my second time purchasing from Oden'S. And you know, the first time I purchased from them, it was from a mystery big box. I'm so impressed by the brand. So I think so far for me, it's been easy to work with and very fun. I love the packaging, guys, to everything. Like, look at the packaging of this palette. Isn't that freaking gorgeous? And it has that texture like their other palettes. The packaging to the blushes. So for the blushes, they went with the orange, and all the detail, it's like acrylic, but it's not like super light. It's not like cheap quality. It's actually pretty good quality. So look at this. This is one of them. It's really nice. It feels very pretty heavy, nice to hold. Like the detail of it is so nice, honestly. So I picked up 2 of the blushers, one in Roseate Love. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I actually did cheat it a little bit last week because I did play around with I already played around both of the highlights and then one of the blushes. So yeah, I couldn't help myself. But with the palette, I haven't like used it at all. So there's a thing though. So this blusher, this is the shade Roseate Love. It's really pretty, but the thing is, it looked different because they did an overspray thing. So I was wondering what people meant by that. So they literally like sprayed like a layer of glitter on one side, and it looked really pretty. And I was kind of disappointed once I swirled my brush around it. It disappeared. That light pinkish glitter, it was like, kind of like an ombre, so it disappeared. So I was really sad. But this blush is very subtle. It's very like highlighty, like highlighter light. But let me do a swatch. So it looks like this. See? So I actually wore this in one of my videos. I forgot which one. I think in my last video. Yeah, it was my Ipsy spoiler video. So it looks like a very subtle blush. So let me do the swatch of the Roseate Love. So it looks like more like a highlight, but you can use it as blush. It's just very subtle, and you don't even have to add a highlighter to this. But I did in that last video. I added like a complimentary highlighter with it. And let's go with the other blush. I haven't tried this one. I think I'll try this today. It's more it's a really more of a vivid color. It's in the shade Peach Gleam. So this one I haven't really, well, actually I did my finger a little bit just to see the color. I think this might have the overspray. Yeah, this has the overspray to it. So I can show you guys. So it's gonna disappear once I swirl my brush, but this was the overspray like with the other one, but it's gone now. So I'm gonna be really sad once this is gone because it's not gonna look as pretty. So let's do the swatch on this one. I'm gonna kind of avoid that overspray so it won't disappear. And let's just do the swatch right here. So yeah, I picked up 2 different blushes. I actually want to pick up more, like the mauve-like one. I really want to pick that up. I just picked up what I can. I picked up the shades that are most like, probably the most unique to me that I don't have. So yeah, I think these are pretty. I'm gonna go with the orangey blush today, probably, hopefully. And then with the highlighters, they went with more of a purplish, bluish color. So same design, same quality, just the color is different for the highlighters. So I picked up the shade Rosy Sky and Moon Talk. So Rosy Sky, I used this highlighter in my last video to complement that pink blusher. It's so pretty. It goes well together with that one. But look at this. Oh, I'm gonna do a swatch right now. Oh my god, this one's so gorgeous. Look at the swatch on the finger. Look at that. Okay, so I'll do the swatch right here. Oh my gosh, so glittery like. That's how it looks like, the one right there. And this next one, the Moon Talk. Oh my gosh, this is like one of the most unique highlighter shades I have. It's a green highlight and it has like a purplish, pinkish shift. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I'm gonna do a swatch. So look at these. Oh, So pretty. Alright, but let's get the swatches. So this is Moon Talk. So it's a greenish highlight. I really love it. So I used this in my second to the last video. So pretty. You guys are probably surprised I didn't pick up any of the lavender or the bluish highlights. Like, what happened, girl? Yeah, I just wanted to pick some unique shades, that's why. I forgot to mention about the gel pencil liners. So I already tried them out. Not all the colors. I tried out these 3 colors. So I forgot their names, but it shows the numbers. It has the shade, I have the shade 5, 4, 9, and 1. So I'll do the swatching on those as well. And to me, they feel kind of stiff. They're not like super creamy. So it kind of hurts my eyes. Like I get a little teary. You kind of have to layer it up. Like this will be good just to make a graphic liner or some designs. Yeah, so they're cute colors because I don't really have that many colorful gel pencil liners. I picked these up. I think they were about $7 each. I'm not sure. I've been doing a lot of blue looks, so I'm gonna try to I mean, I might add a little bit of blue, but let's try to make it more different colors this time. Let's do a purple look, like a purplish look, and probably a dark look. So it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna look crazy. I'm gonna try to make them like even, like almost as in like technique wise, because I don't usually do those type of videos. Let's use this orangey shade, Warp Light. It's like a tangerine color. Actually, I kind of want to put it right here, but oh yeah. So maybe if I were to add more of a eyeshadow base, it would come out lighter, because it's coming out kind of dark with my skin tone on the bottom, because I didn't really do exactly like a white eyeshadow base, so it's not coming out as bright. I did basically all my face makeup except for, you know, blush, highlight, and then my concealer. That's why you're seeing my dark circles, just in case I have some fallout. But so far not getting any fallout. So this formula so far, just this one shade is good. So just in case I mess up too, because, you know, basically I haven't put makeup since, well, actually I put makeup on Saturday. I did my makeup pretty good on Saturday. It was like to go out to the beach, but oh my god, it was kind of windy, so the sand was going all over my face. I'm looking at these colors like, oh, I want to do like sunset colors almost. So now we're gonna go like deepen it up with the shade Solar. It's like a dark orangey shade. I'm just gonna focus it right here and kind of bring it over here a little bit just to warm it up. Oh my gosh, I already know I'm gonna love this palette, like no questions asked. Deepen it up with the shade Galaxy. It's like a purple. It's like a plum purple almost. But I'm just gonna focus it right here. Ooh, you see that? That's like super pigmented. So let me just pop that shade out, blow it out. Wow. Okay. Like I'm kind of intimidated in a way. Ooh, okay, and then just blend it. I kind of blend it into it because I don't want so much of that purple. Don't really want the purple shade like to be making it too dark. Like it's already turning to a dark look. Blend the colors, and I think I might add that shade again, the first shade, the Warm Light. So I'm basically using one brush. My favorite brush is the L'Oreal Beauty Taper Blending Brush. It's, oh my god, it's just an all over eyeshadow brush for me. Mostly for anything except for like the inner part. I mean I can, but it's a little bit like, it could get a little messy. But yeah, this is a pretty versatile brush. I'm gonna kind of fix it. I'm trying to like be kind of defined a little, because I mean I have to do my concealer. Okay, let me get that shade Galaxy and then just add that in again. I'm gonna add this purple shade, so I'm gonna do like opposite colors, but the shimmer is gonna be practically opposites. Like they should be to the opposite eye, you know. So I'm gonna go with this purple shimmer. Hopefully it turns out pretty, because I just don't want it to look all just one of the same from what you call it, color family. It's called Meteor shade. It looks like a purplish silver shade, and yeah, I just want to make it interesting. I might add another shade, but we'll see. Let's just kind of blend that in, because wow, the shimmers are pretty so far. Don't follow, and I'm using like a dense shimmer brush. It is from Luxie Beauty, and it's the eye shading brush 213. And yeah, just gonna blend that. Oh, I am very tempted to use the shade. So let's use the shade Ethereal. Yeah, it's good to. Oh yes, I love this. And just kind of mix it now. Oh, that's so pretty. It kind of amps up the color right here, like the orange shade underneath. And then I'm just gonna blend it. And I'm gonna get that purple shade and then blend it outwards again. Blend it, lightly blend it. Alright, so now we're gonna do like a purplish look on the other side. Purplish shade, it's called Dream. Do it right here. Ooh yeah, this is like a periwinkle purple. It's kind of grayish a little bit. It's because my base is not like white enough, you know, to get that true color. But yeah, it's still like a pretty sexy color. So let's go with the shade Neptune. I know, I was trying to stay away from blues because I've been doing so many blue looks. I don't do it on purpose. Like the makeup, like the get rid of me, talking about makeup I want to get. That ended up being a blue look. It was like more like a green, but it had blue in it, you know. Ooh, so let me just add a little bit. We don't want it to make too blue. This is actually really pigmented. I'm not sure. I'll say the shade is not blending well with the purple because the purple is too light. So let me just soften it up. Maybe use the shade Cloud. So let's see how the cloud shape works. So yeah, it's probably gonna be super light. I think this is gonna be super light. So maybe it's, oh yeah, that lightened it up. I lightened it up a lot because that purple, it's kind of dark. Well, I'll go back in, add that purple again. So let's go back to the shade Dream, maybe building up, you know, and then just sweeping it. It's kind of dark. I'm gonna use the shade Nebula, so it's gonna be dark. A little bit of that in the corner. I know it's gonna be pigmented. So I haven't swatched the whole palette, so this comes out, has more of a like a royal blue, and looks very dark in the pan. Okay guys, so this shade, it's actually kind of little, like I would say a little patchy. So I'm trying to use as many shades I could give my honest opinion about this palette. If it's worth it. I mean, I am so far enjoying it, but yeah, it's just this shade. Maybe I'll add the shade, the Soft Cloud. Yeah, just add it right here a little bit. Oh my gosh. Oh, and then on top of that Neptune shade, it really changed the shade of it. And we're gonna add a shimmer. What the shade, the Starry Sky, has our inner corner shimmer. Okay, so that might be a glitter one. So I think I might have to wet my brush a little. It's like a kind of green hints, green yellow hints. Let me do a swatch on it. Yeah, it's very glittery, that one. So I might have to mix another shimmer on it. Going without wetting my brush. See how it goes. It's very glittery. All right, let me just wet my brush, I guess. I'm gonna use this shimmer right here. It's Sunlight. And oh, my brush is still a little wet. Using the same brush. Ooh, like it's very shimmery. Like comparing to the other side. I think on the other side, I'm gonna pop it up again with the ethereal shade. I'm gonna use my finger just to make it more poppy, right there. Like this one's more metallic, I'll say, and I'm just gonna blend it with my finger. I'm really loving this eye look. Comparing to this one, I'm not really liking it. The same shade that we used to darken up this side, to add a little bit, like, I don't know, just to make it look better, hopefully. Oh yeah, that's kind of blending it into that shimmer. So we're gonna go back to that purple shade and just blend, bring that back. All right, I didn't mean to, but I went a little heavier than I wanted to. I went too heavy. It's okay. We'll fix it. I will fix it. Go back in my finger. What shade did I use again? It was a shade Sunlight. Yeah, I'm gonna add that in. I'm not sure why it's just disappearing. But let me just add it. Probably from the blending, the over blending. Yeah, so I'm gonna just add that shade. And I'm gonna fix it off camera so we don't take too long. But so far I'm loving this eye looks way better. But I'm gonna just go off camera, finish my concealer, and then we'll be right back to do the blushes and the highlight. And then I'm back. So it took a little bit while to fix this eye. I added more of that dream shade, the transition, but it turned out to be more bluish now. So it's really strange. And then I added a little hint of the solar shade, this dark orange shade that I use on this side. I added like a little hint there, and then I went back in, added the shade Galaxy, just work on the blending, and then I went back in adding the, what was the shade? The Sunlight shimmer. So yeah, just try to work on the blending. So I already went ahead and did the gel liners. So I would say with the gel liners, they're really stiff. So the pink one actually went on pretty smooth. I added 2 different shades. What I did, like it's actually more vivid than this, but I mixed 2 colors. So I added 1 layer of the pink, and then I added a layer of this teal shade, and it made it look kind of purplish, but I wanted more of the pink shade again, so I added that 3rd layer with the pink again. And then on this side, I mixed 2 shades. So I used, what was it? I mixed these 2 shades, the blue one and the mint one. So yeah, it's really popping. It's the shade. And yeah, we're just gonna finish the bottom eye look real quick. I'm gonna go with the shade Warm Light, the very first shade we used. Yeah, it's like kind of, it's not like very vivid color. The other shades are actually more dark. So yeah, I'm just gonna put it all around. Deepen it up with the Galaxy shade. It's a really gorgeous shade. I love that shade. I love the color combos on this shade, the dark sunset colors. Just kind of bring it up right here, kind of connect it. Let's stick with the shade Dream. But it's like the purple shade, so it's really funny. Well, I guess with the same shade Galaxy. Yeah, the same shade. And that's how the eye looks looking. So now let's do the blushes. I might mix it too, but let's do the peach gleam. I know it's gonna be super pigmented. It's kind of scary. Yeah, the more I swirl, the glitter's coming off, so I have to kind of avoid that area. Ooh, yeah. Okay, that's really pretty. Yeah, I might mix the 2 shades. Swipe the red, the orangey blush, right here. Actually, yeah, we'll just add a little burnt look almost. Alright, so yeah, this is super pigmented. I could mix the other one shade so you guys could see the Rosetta Love. Oh, look at this. Ooh. Okay, so let's mix a little bit of this. It kind of adds like a glow. You see that? Okay, let's do the other side. Just putting a little bit. Yeah, that's like a glow. So this one's very like glittery light. Ah, got a hair. Alright. Yeah, so it has that glow. So I think I'm gonna go with the shade Rosetta Love. I think it's a pretty shade. Yeah, we're just gonna add that highlight in. It's kind of definitely a lot subtle than the Moon Talk. The Moon Talk is very pigmented, but this is very gorgeous. It's like orangey pink. Okay, then we'll add some on our nose. And right here too, this highlight. Off camera, I'm gonna do my lips, and then we'll be right back to do my final thoughts about this collection. And yeah. So right here's the final look, guys. And actually, okay, so right here is almost the final look. I just want to do a final touch just to show you guys. I want to add like an inner corner, so I'm going to use the shade Moon Talk. It's a green highlighter, and it's going to make things very interesting. This is a very pigmented highlighter, guys. So I just want to add it to the inner corner, and it's going to make things, whoa, it's so cool. It's kind of neon, like a neon like highlighter. So I'm just adding it to the inner corner. Alright, so I kind of lowered down my lighting so you guys could see better, like the colors, the true colors. But this is how it looks like. Oh, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Yeah, I got some things to say, especially for the palette. So I did 2 different eye looks. I love how this one came out. This one not so much. It could be the color combos. Like these colors, I use practically all these shades. Like these 2 shades, they look very similar. This blue and this. I mean, this one I think it's a little bit more pigmented, but they're kind of similar when you kind of mix the 2. And then what other shade? I forgot what shade was it that was kind of patchy. Was it this one or that one? It was one of them that were kind of patchy. So yeah, I wasn't liking how it was turning out. That's the only thing. So I think with the blues, maybe the combination too, kind of blending it together. So I was really surprised because usually purples and blues, they work good together. So yeah, I have to like play around with this palette more. I think this color story is great. It has all sorts of colors and you can do so many looks with it. The shimmers, sometimes when you're blending, like you add the shimmer and you try to blend, try to work with your shimmers, what tends to happen, unless you use a glitter primer, I still need to get one. I will get one eventually, guys, I swear. But I've noticed, I'm not sure if it's with this brand only or maybe with other brands, but I feel like with this one especially, because that happened with my other palettes from Oden'S too. If you work with your blending when you already have a shimmer, the shimmer kind of disappears. So I think glitter primer is very essential when it comes to using their palettes. But overall, I am very like vibing with these dark shades right here. I haven't tested out this shade, but these dark shades are so pretty, and I'm always loving purples and blues. So yeah, I have to do something different. Maybe do like a smoky blue look. Oh, another blue look. But yeah, I love the color story, but I would rate this probably 8 out of 10. Would I recommend it? Currently, I would not recommend it. Like, it's not a bad palette, but I just want to test it out more. There's a lot more colors I need to test out. And it's not like I used all the colors, right? I didn't use this shade. There's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's only 3 shades I didn't use. So I used practically the whole palette except for 3 shades. So I just kind of have to work with the color combo, see what works well together. But yeah, I would rate it 8 out of 10. Currently would not recommend it so far. So I'll probably update you guys, because eventually, since I have collected some indie palettes the past 2 months or so, I'll do eventually a rating video from worst to best. So you guys will get an update from there. But I love the color store. I'm very happy that I still have it, you know. And then the blushes, I think these blushes are really unique. So I have the shade Peach Gleam. Peach Gleam, I applied it very well right here. I went a little bit heavy, but that's okay. I try to fix it as much as I can. I don't really have an orange blush, that's why I picked this one up. And then the Rosetta Love, this one's, it's very subtle when it comes to being a blush. Like, believe it or not, the way it looks, it's more like a shimmer blush. So it's like in between a blush and highlight. They call them blushers. But yeah, if you add this, you don't really need a highlight, because it easily, when you add it as a blush, it easily applies as a highlighter too. Like, you don't even have to add a highlighter right there. It just kind of shows like with your cheekbone, your natural cheekbone. And then with the highlighters, let's see, where's the highlighters I got? The highlighters, oh my god, I love the highlighters so much. This Moon Talk highlighter is so unique. I think I do have green highlighters from my Oden'S highlighter palettes, but this one's like really unique. It's very popping, you guys. It's so popping. Like, just look at this. I just swatched it earlier, right? It's the one right here. Like, it really pops, I love it. And it's Rosetta Love. I think it's Rosetta Love, right? No, the Rose Sky. I love this highlighter too. That's what I'm wearing right now. It's really pretty. It's kind of slightly subtle. It still has that glittery look to it. So if you don't like glittery highlighters, then you shouldn't buy this. This is what it looks like on the finger. Really pretty. And I'll add the swatch, another swatch right there. It's more of a subtle swatch comparing to that one. But yeah, that's the highlighter. It's really pretty. It's very glittery. Like, I love it. Whew. But yeah, guys, so, and blush, what I think about the blushes, I love that I have the blushes. I want to pick another shade. I want that purple pinkish mauve shade. I wanted to get that, but I needed to limit myself. Like always, I always forget something. But I forgot to mention about the gel liners. So like I said in the beginning, they're kind of stiff. Some of them hurt my eye. I think this one's a little bit more slightly creamy compared to these other shades. This one I haven't really tested out that much, but I haven't tried ColourPop, but people are comparing to ColourPop that ColourPop might be better. So I gotta try ColourPop gel liner. And would I recommend these? No. No, just because it's a little discomforting me, like because it kind of hurts my eyes. It's a little bit stiff. It kind of takes time to melt into your gel liner. So yeah, so that's why I mentioned earlier it'll be good to do like a graphic liner or some kind of fun design, maybe flowers, or I don't know, you could do like a lot of fun design with these, but I would not recommend the gel liners personally. But yeah guys, so that's about it. So I hope you guys had fun watching me try out the new Oden'S collection, the Solmåne 2 collection. I'm very happy that I picked up everything that I have today. I'm definitely gonna be playing around with the palette more, so I was really excited for this palette because it's so colorful, so vivid, but I gotta play around with it. So these are just first impressions. And the blushes and highlights, I'm especially loving the highlights, actually probably more than the blushes I have right now. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys all so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.